The biggest prison has no walls. It's built inside you by other people's lies, your fears, and unrecognized trauma. Welcome, seekers of truth. I'm speaking to you who feel something is off, who sense the world working like a matrix that programs your thoughts and emotions, who are done with manipulation, fakery, and empty promises. I want this film to be a flashlight in a tunnel. Straight, no academic jargon, brief but to the bone. It's about leaving illusion, disarming pain, separating real spirituality from stage props, setting boundaries without guilt, and returning to meaning before you burn out for good. Let's start with a simple recognition. The Matrix isn't a place. The Matrix is a set of habits that tell you who you supposedly are and what you supposedly must feel. The Matrix is a program of guilt, fear, and shame. It's the voice whispering, "You're not enough, you don't deserve, don't try." It's a social mechanism that rewards the obedient and suppresses the sensitive. It's spirituality without a spine that promises instant enlightenment without inner work. It's relationships where you keep rescuing others while you're drowning yourself. If you see your life in this, know you're not alone. Many of us are so empathic we lose our boundaries. We swallow other people's pain like air and don't even notice when we start to run out of oxygen. Trauma isn't just a memory. Trauma is how your nervous system learned to live in order to survive. It's a racing heart when nothing's happening. It's tension in your neck when someone only raises an eyebrow. It's the reflex to please everyone because once that was the only way to keep things somewhat safe. Trauma is the filter through which you see the world. And I'll say it plainly, through that filter you can misread everything. I did too. I watched a video and decided it attacked, judged, hid an old wound. I interpreted it through my pain. I later realized the video wasn't the problem. My glasses made of hurt were. And that's the first breakthrough. Not everything that hurts is an attack. Sometimes it's a reminder of a place calling for gentle attention. A sensitive heart without boundaries can be like an open door in the middle of a city. Everyone walks in, everyone stays, everyone leaves what they carry. And you think that's what love looks like. Love is not limitless self-sacrifice. Love begins where you say, "I matter. My body is a home. My heart is not a dumpster for other people's chaos." Empathy without boundaries isn't a virtue. It's a crack through which life leaks out. I know it sounds hard, but I prefer a hard truth to a soft lie. If you keep putting out other people's fires while you're in flames, let's call it what it is. You start with your own fire. Otherwise, we all burn. Society likes you predictable. It likes when you scroll, click, buy, and don't ask questions. It likes when you pretend everything is fine. It likes fake spirituality that sends you running to slogans instead of standing face to face with your own shadow. It likes toxic relationships where one person feeds on your energy and the other withers. It likes addictions because they deliver short relief and long control. And yes, it likes to convince you that your sensitivity is too much, that your boundaries are selfish, that your "I don't agree" is a childish rebellion. That's why sobriety is needed here. Not bookish sobriety, but blood-deep sobriety. The kind that says, "I see the mechanism, I name it, I stop dancing to it." Spirituality isn't an invisibility cloak that keeps the world from touching you. Spirituality is the courage to feel deeply and not drown. Real spirituality doesn't promise that it will never hurt. It promises that when it does, you won't be alone, because you will have yourself. Your body is not the enemy, it's a map. When you feel tightness in your throat, that's information. When your stomach knots at someone's message, that's information. When you feel drained after meeting someone, that's information. You read the map instead of fighting it. That is inner work. Simple, daily, no fireworks. Breath, presence, naming what is. Less theater, more truth. Every toxic relationship begins with a promise. The promise sounds lovely, like a lullaby. I'll be there, I'll help, I'll understand, I'll soothe. Then come the mechanisms that slowly eat your self-worth. You won't recognize gaslighting by grand scenes. You'll recognize it by doubting your own feelings, by apologizing more and more though you don't know for what, by fearing to speak plainly. If you feel this, stop. Your heart deserves honesty, and honesty without boundaries is a window with no frame. Everything gets in, but nothing protects. You might say, easy to say, harder to do. True, but it's even harder to live without yourself. Breakthroughs rarely come from one heroic gesture. A breakthrough is a series of small decisions that add up to a new identity. In the morning, you tell yourself, today I won't rescue people who don't respect me. Today I won't pretend I don't hurt. Today I won't read every word like a sentence. Today I'll allow myself to rest without guilt. Today I'll choose one sentence of truth instead of 10 stories that paralyze me. From small bricks, you build a home you finally want to live in. Astrology and numerology can be mirrors, never shackles. If numbers and signs give you a language to describe your life's energy, great. If you use them to excuse inaction, they stop being tools and become a cage. Don't seek a verdict in the stars. Seek direction. Don't ask whether the planets allow you to set boundaries. Set them and watch how the arrangement of your world changes. Remember, the universe responds to your action. Not to fear, not to grumbling, not to pretending, to honest movement. If you've brushed the edge of the cliff, if it was truly dark once and you are still here, it means your strength is greater than you think. Looking your own demon in the eye and still breathing isn't shame, it's a trophy. Don't romanticize pain, but name it. Don't be ashamed to ask for support when your thoughts get heavy. Real courage isn't fighting alone until you collapse. Real courage is telling yourself and the world, I need light, I need conversation, I need safe people. Sensitivity isn't weakness. Sensitivity is an antenna that receives truth. Care for the antenna and you'll hear yourself more clearly than ever. Let's go deeper. When you feel deceived by the world, check where you deceive yourself. Where you say yes while your body screams no. Where you promise others and abandon yourself. Where you act calm while a storm rages inside. Healing doesn't start outside. It begins the moment you stop betraying your own heart. You stop swallowing tears and stop explaining away other people's harm. You say, this hurts me. You say, I won't do this. You say, I end here. And the world suddenly shows another face because it respects those who respect themselves. Many of us seek spirituality as a painkiller, but real spirituality is not a pill, it's a practice. It's returning to presence again and again, even while the phone screams and the world rushes. It's gratitude for small things, even as your mind says you need more and faster. It's silence you don't fear. It's relationships that don't need theater because truth is enough. It's work where you see meaning, not only output. It's rest that isn't punishment, but nourishment. It's love that doesn't demand sacrificing yourself, only presence for yourself and another. There will come a moment when you feel a strange lightness in your body, as if someone lifted a heavy backpack off your shoulders. That's a sign you're returning to yourself. You'll notice you react less automatically and choose more often. You'll notice your yes is full and your no is soft but clear. You'll notice people who fed on your energy start leaving, and those who honor your heart start appearing. You'll notice silence is no longer an enemy. It's not magic, it's consequence. The world responds to your new setting. You may live in an environment with addictions wearing white gloves, endless work, scrolling to sleep, having micro doses of drama every few hours, the constant need to be indispensable. Name it. Addiction isn't only a substance. Addiction is a relationship with something without which you don't know who you are. You leave it not with heroics, but with daily choices of simple steps. Instead of another dose of stimuli, you choose a few conscious breaths. Instead of another lie, you choose one sentence of truth. Instead of rescuing someone by force, you choose to trust that everyone has their own path. When you understand that the matrix runs mostly on fear and shame, you start noticing exactly where it presses buttons. In an ad, in a conversation, in a relationship, in a comment, even in a seemingly wise quote. Your freedom grows each time you tell yourself, I feel fear, but I won't decide from fear. I feel shame, but I won't let it define my worth. I feel anger, but I'll use it as fuel for clarity, not aggression. That is real alchemy. From heavy emotions, you make a move toward life. Examine how you interpret the world. Just as I misread that video, you might misread someone's silence, someone's grimace, someone's lack of reply today. Sometimes it isn't rejection, but exhaustion. Sometimes it isn't an attack, but their own shadow. Before you pass judgment, return to your body. Check the filter. Ask directly. Request clarity. That's not weakness. That's maturity. The fewer assumptions, the more peace. We reach the turning point. You understand you won't save the world if you lose yourself. You understand your boundaries aren't a wall, but a door through which you let in what is good and stop what destroys you. You understand true compassion is standing beside another's pain, not entering it without a rope. You understand your sensitivity is a gift when it stands on its feet, and a curse when it lies on the floor. This is the moment the axis of your life shifts, from reaction to choice, from illusion to presence, from rescuing others to respect for yourself and for them. Now the transformation. Imagine your heart as a transmitter. Every thought, every word, every gesture sends a signal. If you broadcast fear, the world answers with tension. If you broadcast truth, the world tunes to truth. It's not about staying in euphoria. It's about being authentic. Authenticity raises frequency. Authenticity heals relationships. Authenticity spreads courage. This is how you raise the planet's vibration. Not with grand manifestos, but with daily choices of truth, kindness, and clear boundaries. If you feel stirred right now, use it. Take a simple step. Speak truth in one place where you've been silent. Care for your body as if it were a temple, not a machine. Cut one drip line of stimuli that drains your life. Call someone who sees a human in you, not just a function. If you are wrestling with heavy thoughts, reach for support. That's not shame, that's wisdom. Life is not a test of solitary survival. It's a path where we learn to come home. Remember, astrology, numerology, symbols, and rituals are tools, and tools work in the hands of a conscious human. You give them meaning. You decide what you'll do with the day's energy, with your lineage's story, with your temperament and wounds. You are not predetermined. You are invited. Invited to drop suffering as an identity, to bid farewell to fear as a guide, to stop acting from egoism that wants to win at the cost of someone's heart. You have the strength to choose differently. Choice doesn't shout. Choice is quiet but decisive. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your life without the lies that keep your pain alive. Imagine yourself speaking plainly, feeling deeply, loving wisely. Imagine relationships with room for truth and no room for games. Imagine spirituality that doesn't run from the world, but makes you more present in it. Imagine every step as a conscious lift in frequency, like carrying a delicate light and placing it where darkness used to live. This isn't fantasy. This is direction. I'm calling you to inner work, to the daily awakening of the heart, to rejecting suffering as a role, fear as an advisor, and egoism as a strategy. Choose compassion with boundaries instead of bottomless sacrifice. Choose truth over performance. Choose presence over numbness. When you choose, the world chooses with you. Let's raise this planet's vibration together, because when one heart brightens, thousands see more clearly. Thank you for being here. I wish you courage, sober tenderness, and wise boundaries. Take what you heard today and turn it into movement. And I'll leave you with a line meant to echo long after the screen goes dark. When you come back to yourself, the matrix loses its grip on you. Until next time.